what about women teachers? And if Paul said women shouldn't teach, why is it that there seem to be so many anointed women teaching, even on this channel? Hey friends, you're watching Ask Me Anything. I am your host, Dr. Michael Brown. And we're going to address this very practical, very relevant biblical question. What does the Bible say about women teaching? Now, here's how you can get me your questions. Email me. Send them to ask@god.tv. It's that simple. Ask@god.tv. Make sure you put your name in and put your country too. We love to know where you're watching. Here's another way. Post your question on the God TV Facebook page, but remember to say, this is for Dr. Brown. Or the last method, tweet your question to God TV and use the hashtag AMADRBrown, as in Ask Me Anything, Dr. Brown. So Charity asked this in Timothy, so 2 Timothy 2. It says, I do not allow women to teach. And yet many women are chosen by God to preach and teach and are great teachers. How do I reconcile this? All right, this is a big question that comes up all the time. And if you'll go to my website, I'll give you the web address at the end. If you go there, I have whole radio broadcasts, an hour, 2 hours discussing these. One where I speak with a well-known woman pastor about these very issues. So just search for women. You'll find short answers on video. You'll find long answers as well, radio broadcasts. So all on the website. I'll give you that address at the end. But in short, we see in the New Testament, in 1 Corinthians 11, that women can pray and prophesy as long as it is in proper order and in submission to proper authority. We see in the book of Acts that Philip had 4 daughters who prophesied. Philip the evangelist had 4 daughters who prophesied. So these are people speaking forth God's word. And we know that the gifts of God can work through anyone, that in Jesus, there's no male or female distinction in terms of being loved by God, being children of God. We're all equal in his sight. And we know that there are women that were important, that were part of Paul's ministry that he acknowledged. And we see that most of the time that the couple Priscilla and Aquila are referenced in the New Testament, her name is first, and it mentions the 2 of them teaching and discipling Apollos. What Paul is dealing with in 2 Timothy 2 is issues of women teaching and taking authority wrongly and usurping authority over the man. Now, I'm going to give you my understanding of the passage. Others may interpret it differently. Women, especially then, were not as educated as men, and in Ephesus in particular, they were prey to false teachers. And because of that, there were specific words that Paul needed to give of caution. Now, he says in 1 Timothy 4 that the older women should teach the younger women, so it doesn't mean that women are always going to be deceived. But he looked at what happened in creation. Eve was deceived, and then the man. He looked at the current situation then and said, I don't permit a woman to teach or usurp authority over the man. I take them side by side. In other words, a woman out of her order taking authority over the man teaching is wrong. But other than that, I believe under proper authority, my understanding is that governmental leadership is male. So just in the home, the husband is the head of the home, so that the normal governmental leadership in the church is male. Sometimes God raises up a woman as a senior leader, like he raised up a Deborah. I don't see that as the normal pattern, but as long as the woman is under proper godly authority, she can be released to preach, she can be released to teach, and I, as a man, can learn much from her and profit. I just see it as a matter of authority and submission. If that's in order, let the woman minister and be used by God. Others may have a different view of the passage. That's how I understand it. All right, friends, check out the website, askdrbrown.org, askdrbrown.org. A lot more discussion about women in ministry, women pastors. We get into the scriptures in more depth. You'll profit by it. Don't leave the website until you sign up for the emails. Takes you a few seconds. We'll bless you every week, and I've got a free ebook to send you. So sign up today at askdrbrown.org. All right, we'll be here, same time, next time.
Thank you for watching the program. Dr. Brown is here to answer your questions. If you have something you want to ask, then either email ask@god.tv, tweet #AMADRBrown, or go to the God TV Facebook page. We want to hear your question, so please contact us today.